You don't want to look like this when you're trying to park.
No, 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 no!
You want to look like this.
Oh, baby.
In this video, I'm going to give you some simple steps so you can easily park your motorcycle. This isn't rocket science, so let's hop into it. Obviously, the first step is to identify which parking spot you want to park in. For this example, we're going to use this parking spot right here. Once you identify the parking spot, I'm going to walk through this. Start approaching the parking spot next to it at an angle. And then once your front tire passes this first line right here, this is when you're going to want to start your turn. So you're coming in diagonally, your front tire passes, this is when you want to start your turn. You start coming around and you're going to end up hitting right in the middle of the parking spot that you want to park in. Once you get to the middle of the parking spot, you're going to come to a nice smooth stop with your rear brake. And then simply you're just going to back up into your parking spot. It's that simple. Let me show you while I'm on the bike and we'll talk through it. All right, so your first step is you want to identify where you want to park, and I've done this with those two cones right there. And then you're going to slowly start approaching the parking spot right next to it. You're going to approach it here at an angle, and then once you hit this first line right here next to the parking spot, this is where you're going to start your turn. You're going to turn your head and eyes and the handlebars and look where you want to go. So you're looking where you want to go, head and eyes, turn, coming around, boom, hit the middle of the parking spot, and then you come to a nice smooth stop with only the rear brake. You don't want to use the front brake because if your handlebars are slightly turned, the bike's going to want to fall over. And then you're just going to back into the spot here. Now your placement's going to be key here. You want to try and be in the center of the parking spot as straight as possible. I'm not super straight, but it's all right. Then you want to try and keep your front tire even with the ends of this parking spot. You want to be placed up here. You don't want to roll back too far. Let's say you have two cars next to you on the left and the right. Those two cars are going to be blocking the view, showing that your bike's in that spot. You don't want somebody flying into the parking lot, thinking there's an open spot, they turn in and then hit your bike. Now let me show you what this looks like full speed. Okay, so we're coming around, we've identified our parking spot, we're going to approach the parking spot right next to it, front tire's hitting this line, boom, head and eyes, turn the handlebars, come around, you hit the center of the parking spot, come to a stop with your rear brake, and then you just simply roll on back. I'm center in the parking spot, and my front tire is about even with the two paint markings for the spot. I know what you're thinking. What if I have to park in between two vehicles? You just follow the same exact steps, but you do it all in front of the parking spot. Yes, you'll probably have to back up a little more, but this will still be easy because you're going to be rolling straight back. I'll go ahead and demonstrate for you. So now I'll show you if you want to park in between two vehicles. I've laid out these cones to represent that there's a car on each side of the spot where we want to park. You're going to approach the parking spot next to where you want to park at an angle. And then once you start moving, boom, right at this first line right here, this is when you're going to want to start your turn. So you're going to turn your head and eyes and the handlebars, and then you're just going to go slowly, head and eyes, come up to the center, nice smooth stop with the rear brake, and then you're just going to back into the spot. One important tip, make sure when you park your bike, you leave it in gear. You do not want to leave it in neutral because it could possibly roll away and then fall over. Nobody wants that. Another important tip, don't forget to put your kickstand down. Now let me go ahead and show you what that looks like in full speed. So we're coming around, we identified the parking spot. We're going to head towards the parking spot next to it. My front tire is going to pass this line. I'm going to turn my head and eyes, turn the handlebars, come around. Nice smooth stop with the rear brake. Then I'm just going to back up into the parking spot. Then I'm stopping with my front tire in line with the ends of these parking spots. Let's go over a few tips that'll help you out while you're practicing this. You always want to make sure you're turning your head and eyes. You need to look where you want to go. It automatically makes you turn the handlebars to the direction that you're looking. This will make your turn much sharper. Next tip, make sure you stay in the friction zone and keep a steady throttle. You want to make sure your throttle's up at a minimum of about 2,000 RPMs. Without keeping your throttle up while you're in the friction zone, it's going to cause your engine to lug and it could stall, and then you could possibly fall over. Next tip, make sure you do this slow. You don't want to be going fast. You want to keep it around 5 to 6 miles per hour. The slower you go, the tighter your turn will be. Next tip, make sure you're using your rear brake, especially when you're coming around that turn and stopping. You do not want to use the front brake because if your handlebars are slightly turned, your bike's going to want to fall over. Now I will say it is okay to use your front brake while you're backing up. This is okay because your handlebars are going to be straight and you're using your feet to walk backwards, so you have to use your front brake. One exercise that you can practice that will greatly help with parking is the U-turn. Check out this video right here and I'll teach you how. This is Joe Go with Joe Go Motorcycle Adventures, and until next time, ride on.